Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve. Jacklyn again.
Hello.
She'll be with us for the whole Witcher adventure.
And never again. No, I'm kidding.
He's not kidding.
I know.
She's interning right now. We'll see how she does.
This is a trial run. I have a little notepad over here. I'm keeping it.
Yeah, right.
Every time she's like, wouldn't have said
Body
that.
gesture, I didn't like that.
Yeah. I'm watching you. Imagine like halfway through the episode.
My face is getting red. I feel it.
The last one was good.
Yeah, it was a good opening episode, and I'm really excited because of the episode's title for this one.
I wish I
What
could
does that
ask you
say?
why.
Can you guys try and pronounce that before I say it?
Kaer Morhen?
Close.
That's what Kaer Morhen.
It's easier that. It's just Kaer Morhen.
No,
There's the H is silent.
we overthought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. But you're closer than I thought you were.
I know,
actually.
I'm great at pronouncing things.
I'm not even going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
I like this game.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Is that where Geralt's from? Nailed it.
look at you.
I only told you because you got it right immediately.
Yeah, because I remember him saying something
Yeah,
like that. And I
he
thought
did-
it
he brought
sounded
it up
something like
once.
that.
Why
twice
is his
before.
name like of Rivia? Is that where he was like born, or that's like you get like a
I think that's-
name?
I
Pretty
think-
sure that's where his mom was from.
Okay,
Right,
that's
I
where
was
he's like
thinking
from for real.
Maybe where he got picked up.
Although,
It's like his original village or whatever.
I'm going to say this very carefully
Yeah, you better.
because I think we're going to find it out in this season if he mentions it. But what I just said was not true. That is not where his.
Rivia.
That's not where his mom is from. No.
Okay.
It's something.
Is that
It's
where he
something-
is that where he
it's
was
something
born, or we're not
different
sure?
that they will probably.
Maybe
explain.
while he's becoming
Okay.
a Witcher, like, Rivia is something, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe he's on the Rivia side of the...
Fence.
Yeah.
It all depends on what they do in the show, you know.
Right, yeah, we'll see.
But I would imagine I said it last episode, but like the way the creator like adapts the short stories and just takes the pieces from the books but puts it into each episode, it's really cool. I love how they do that.
What came out first, the books or the game?
Books.
It's short stories and stuff, and then books.
And the game's different, right? It doesn't take into effect any of the stories?
So the original games, they're older games, but they were like I never played the original ones, the games, but they were like there was like a mission where you have to kill the streak, like in
Right, I was gonna say, I would gather
Uh-huh.
you're the Witcher killing you're killing monsters
Yeah.
and stuff in the game.
The
I would
newest
gather.
game, the third one, is like very similar to this. Like it has all the same things, but it changes the story a little bit in pieces. So it's not canon, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't really know if they're gonna. It's like because this also like isn't like it's its own thing, you know, the show
Right.
compared to those two. They all are kind of their own.
How many episodes are in this season? 10?
8, like last season.
So I really hope
short.
I really hope like sooner rather than later they start to dive into like Cirilla's powers, because I want to
sure they
see
will.
what's up.
Oh, yeah.
I hope
what
in
he's
this.
trying to do.
I know, but I
Yeah.
hope in this episode, like I want to see it like a lot of.
I think
the
that's
season.
going to be like most
I
of the
think
season.
you're right. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
think we're
hope
going to,
it's-
like, learn bits and pieces about her power until we finally realize what
Right, like obviously
Yeah.
she has this crazy voice, but then she had that weirdo premonition. So like,
It's just
can she
weird
do
that,
stuff
like,
with her
that,
hands?
It's
Like,
weird that that other creature that he just killed, I forget the name of it, like, took a liking to her, like, and it kills everything else.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously, she was like, there's not many like you.
right,
Well, yeah, she's obviously special.
Yeah, well, clearly.
But yeah,
right. But she had a crazy voice and was able to like push Geralt back. So I wonder if they have like a similar,
Right, could be.
you know, like I'm curious. As
I'm really
to,
interested in seeing where she comes from. Like, she's obviously comes from a lineage of super powerful sorceresses.
well, I think it was. She had it. Her mom had it.
Her grandmother
It
had
skipped a generation, and her
Yeah,
grandmother.
the lioness did not have it.
Yeah, her great grandma. Yeah,
Just a regular. Oh yeah,
her great grandma. Yeah, because the mom had said to the
Lioness is
daughter, "It
I
skipped
thought it had
me."
skipped
Right.
you, like,
But then
it skipped
also
me.
Geralt said when they were walking and she was sitting on Roach that, like, oh, you saw me in the field before,
She
and
has
she was like,
visions.
oh, it was just like a dream, like da da da. So I'm curious if like once they hone into her powers, if she can like tell the future when she wants, like if she could look into the future when she wants, or if it's going to
Seems
be
like she
sporadic,
can, yeah.
or if
It's
it's going to
funny.
come to her sometimes.
We were just talking about it, a couple days ago about because you were asking me like, oh, how did Cirilla see
How did she know Yennefer?
That he pretty much explained it when they were in that scene.
Yeah. Yep.
She called it. It's more like a vision or a dream.
Saw her talking. She saw Geralt talking to
They're yelling.
Tessia.
Well, yeah,
her
and
name?
Tessia.
Tessia. And asking about Yennefer. Oh, yeah, or yelling Yennefer before.
Yeah, because they showed that when...
But he said, how did you see me talking to the lady in the field before it even happened?
Yeah, that's true.
So that was definitely...
Right, she was like, it was a dream, it was, like, hazy. Yeah. So I wonder if, like, once they hone into it, if she's going to be able to, like, pull it when she wants.
Yeah, she was with...
Cirilla
was with them.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like she had, like, deja vu while they were there, because she saw it already.
Probably, yeah.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length.
Or it's...
I can't wait to grow up together.
Francesca. What's her name?
You, me, and her.
Frangilla.
The family we want for you.
Yep.
Dream.
You think it's going to be that elf king?
What's his name?
Oh, the guy that was in the cave that time?
Philavandrel.
Yeah.
The elves.
It is, right?
Yep.
Nailed it.
He looked elvy from behind. Like when they showed the back of his head.
You can barely even see, too.
Set us free. And we promise to grant you...
Shit.
Thank God.
Yeah, do you know where they shoot this?
Poland, they said in the making.
Oh.
Well, that's what they said in that.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Most of it's in Poland, I believe.
Right.
And then they create these buildings, I think.
Some of them.
Yeah, Kaer Morhen's like way up, like almost at the top of like as
That's where he is now?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Brothers!
You're home. Finally. Vesemir.
I was gonna say Vesemir.
Yeah.
He's like the head guy.
Haven't crossed a Leshy in a while.
Yeah, they know everything about every creature. It's great.
Unless you're aching for the sting of one of their fucking roots.
He knows what's wrong with him.
Who the hell are you?
Princess Cirilla of Sintra. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Tell him who you are, girl. That's right. Ooh.
I could watch him wield that sword all day.
Yeah.
That sounds
Same.
terrible.
It does, but like same. I wonder how old she is for real.
I think
She's like 15?
In real life, no, she's like 20 or 21.
What?
Yeah.
The grandmother's scarf.
She's a lion cub.
Yeah.
It's really all the hunters could find. These woods.
Yeah, in this world, like elves are like limited.
They were all slaughtered.
They're all like in hiding in the woods and
Yeah.
Philavandrel of the songs. The edge of the world, the leader who rose against the lioness.
Lying behind his tunes.
Yeah. Look at that thing. It's like Groot.
Groot, yeah.
Hides in...
And you want to kill him?
Yes.
Why?
I hate him.
Lesson number
This
one.
is important. We don't kill out of fear.
How did you spend your days when you first came here?
I was beaten and starved. Everyone.
Well, in that case, I could take her in. She'd have the boys eating out of her hand.
How dare you?
First you say it's Ethelyn, and you say it's one of the old gods.
What designs would either have with two humans?
You never know which one's going to be a good one and which one's going to be a bad one.
Right.
You know? With all these monsters and spirits.
Okay.
Always a hidden room.
That brother's an angry little elf.
Does she and I get a vote on joining the first
See what you did there.
What do you think?
Some say she still calls to the unfortunate souls unlucky enough to cross her woods, lures them in to devour them.
Scary stories don't really work on me.
You think it's the same thing that Yennefer is dealing with right now?
Could be.
Yeah, he kept grabbing his
knew he was
shoulder.
gonna do
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. That's why.
I don't like
That's
that.
why he's acting up, maybe.
No, I don't like that at all.
I think so. That thing's growing in him.
Oh. It's definitely not what she thinks it is. And I'm telling you, it's definitely the same thing that Vesemir was just talking about.
Time to start training.
Ooh, magic's going on. Whenever their silver shakes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do what you do best. Stay and fight.
Yeah. Please. I don't know, they always have these hallway scenes.
I was
for him at
gonna
the end.
say, he always has like a hand.
How much longer
look
until his
back.
legs healed, though?
It's pretty much. He's not really wimping or anything.
Yeah, it's only been like 2 days.
Are you a child, Fringilla? Did I save you from the playhouse to be a child?
It's like it just messes with your biggest fears or something.
None have come to terms.
But if you could, if I could help you,
Don't fall for
all
it.
you need to do is ask. Tasty garnish.
What is this thing? Oh. Jesus.
Came out of his mouth. Yikes.
Jesus.
Fucking that sword up. Daddy.
Evil Groot.
Oh my god, this shit is fucking right.
That's cool.
Yeah, like took over his body. The choreography in this show is so good.
Awesome.
It looks so like crisp.
Yeah, in the
He
making.
said he does it himself, too.
Yep.
Ugh.
Jesus. Yes.
Really have,
Dad's here,
they have cool monsters in this show.
right?
Yeah.
To that lesson.
Oh, back to back,
Just
fighting
like-
crime.
Jesus.
My god. Oh, daddy. Fire to the
That is
motherfucking his
ridiculous.
art.
Yep.
Sad. We know Geralt's not happy he had to do that.
You did what you had to do.
They probably are kind of like sons to him, you know?
Hell yeah. He
Yeah.
made them all.
And like he said, he was stuck with all of them as boys.
Yeah.
If she really is that evil, why does she let you go?
It's a good question. I figured the creature was, or the demon was evil.
I thought she was, too.
But it's a
Seemed
good, it's a
that
good
way.
point, though. Why would she let her go? All of them go. It's so aggressive.
The times are changing.
Oh, these are all the deads.
Yeah.
Oh. I like that they're all different too. I thought they were all gonna be the same.
It's weird how her magic is not working.
It
They were
hasn't been
putting
since the
something-
fire, right?
They're
Yeah.
putting something.
She needs a new outfit. As pretty as that dress is.
It's not made for sword fighting.
Nope.
What a cool place. Look at that, whatever that creature is, that like skeleton, like that big ass bird.
That looks great for being CG'd.
It's cool as hell.
That looks very good.
That whole building's cool.
I always love like structures, like castles built into like, because it's like an open. That's like more of like an open courtyard one.
Right.
That's
That
cool. 'Cause
was
that's just
dope.
what it looks like in the game too.
How many more were there? There's only like what? 9 of them?
8 total.
Witchers?
Oh, I think you meant episodes.
No.
No, I think he thought they were.
He thought there was 20, but less
yeah.
now. But like it was whoever was in that room. At the
Yeah, it
end.
wasn't a lot.
Unless there's still people out.
That could also be.
Right.
But it is crazy that they all look so
They-
different.
It is, yeah.
I guess at whatever the herbs that they're fed mutate your body differently.
Pretty
But
much.
like, what do you think that means? Like that they each possess like different kinds of magic?
No, they all learn the same things. I think.
But why? So what's
Your
what's
body
the
just takes it.
mutation then?
I don't want to say because
Oh,
might
you know
learn
what it
about
is?
Yeah.
But they're not like mutated. other than the
Yes, they
ability to do
They-
magic.
It's not magic. All their senses are all heightened.
Right, and
completely.
like the darker skinned guy had like bright blue eyes, like he mutated in that way. Like
That's what I mean.
The guy
Is
that
it
came
only
a
your
tree.
appearance that's different? Like
No.
it's the different types of magic that
They
you can
do,
do,
really.
right?
Yeah, and their strength obviously, and
Well, Witchers can only do like their magic is like what he does when he.
very basic.
I know.
Everything else is mainly turns you into like a cat essentially.
Like
It
super.
yeah, it makes your
Just
hearing
heighten
better.
your
Your
senses.
completely
But that's the same mutation for everybody?
more or
think?
less. Yeah,
Yeah, like it makes them stronger, faster.
some are just a little better, physically, like at fighting. And I think he's just smarter too.
Yeah.
Right.
And obviously it seems like he put more effort into it. Not effort, but you know what I mean, like
Right.
Really
I
gave it
feel
all.
he has human emotions. Like they say that like the Witchers don't have emotions, but I
Well,
obviously don't feel that way about Geralt.
He debunked that when I think it was Jennifer or the
Like, asked
prostitute
him
that
about
asked
it.
him, and he that was like, oh, I heard witches don't have feelings, and he's like, that's what they say.
Yeah, like whatever
Like,
people
whatever
say.
you think,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that. Obviously, that's not
They
true.
they kind of hint at it in the show. Not hint at it, but like they have him like his character. He does it, but like even in the books, like he's very like. He's like, oh, like when someone says, but you're a Witcher, you don't even have emotions. Like if Yennefer like yells at him or something,
Right.
he'll be like, yeah, you're right. Like
Right, he's like sarcastic about it.
He just lets you.
he
Think
never
what you
shows
want.
it.
But
Yeah.
no, because he just lets you think whatever you want to think.
Right.
Like
He knows
who
he knows his truth, right?
Because like obviously they have emotions. Like even what was the leader's name?
Of who?
The Witchers.
Oh, Vesemir.
Even he, like you could tell, like he really cares about like these.
Oh, of
these
course.
These guys,
you
yeah.
know? Like maybe they don't care about anybody else, but he cares about them. So like you can't say that they're emotionless.
I think it really comes down to they're able to control him more,
Right.
and they
Or
are
like
probably
shut it off, kind
they
of.
probably are yeah, exactly. They're like lessened, and then
They're
but
less
can-
like involved. Like they could separate themselves from a situation
That's
and
it.
you know.
Yeah, they're not going to let the emotions get in the way, which is the whole point.
Correct.
That's the whole point of it.
Right.
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 And we still don't really know yet why they were created, right? Was it just to bring balance
Well,
to the nine? Because the nine
If I
realms
remember,
clashed.
well, if I remember correctly, like all like the monsters and like shit started like popping up.
Well, all the realms clashed. That's the what do they call it?
7 spheres or whatever. The collision of the spheres.
Yeah, I forget.
I forget what they call that. But that's when everything appeared. Like it was apparently what?
Because they were all different worlds.
Earth was only
Well, it's not
elves,
necessarily Earth.
right? Well, they're on Earth.
Well, elves were there first.
No,
yeah.
it's not necessarily Earth.
This is Earth or whatever.
No, it's not Earth. It's
It's like their own whatever.
It's like your typical like. It's its
The
own
conjunction
fantasy
of the
world.
spheres is what it's called. So like it could have been like 7 different like planets because they call them spheres. Like
It's the different realms.
right that when they collided together, like it was
You
an
can
elf
look up
one
a
and this
map.
one.
It's not going to spoil you.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
Well, I guess you
It's
said
not
very
a map.
detailed.
I'm just saying.
The
like,
elves were there for like it was originally the elves' place, and when it conjuncted everything else is when it
the
came all
monsters
together.
and humans came,
Yeah.
Right.
and then I'm assuming the elves had something to do with making witchers,
I don't remember if they
or
tell you
maybe
why.
something else. You know.
That I don't, but I know that it's not really that important. Like in the story.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't think
Just
they're
what
gonna.
I'm
I don't
thinking
think
about.
they'll even go into that.
I doubt they will. Yeah.
I gotta reread it though, because like I don't remember if they do mention it all. I think they do
What?
vaguely. Well, he even like Vesemir kind of brought it up. He was the first. He was talking about the first.
He talked
Witcher.
about the very first
Right.
one. Yeah.
I wonder if that. I still wonder if that's the same spirit. Whatever Yennefer was with, was that the same thing, or is that just a coincidence?
Yeah.
Because he said that the first Witcher buried it deep in the woods, right?
Yeah, he said it was an old demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I assume that knife that she killed him with is going to have to be the thing that kills her.
Kills who?
The demon.
The demon.
Oh, maybe that's a good point.
Because why would they even
I could see
bring
that.
up?
Yeah. Right.
That's what really confused me. Like, how are they gonna? What is that? It let him go. It was just basically going after their fears.
I don't know
Or
what
something
they did.
they're sensitive about.
It almost seems like they it would not their fears, like what they
They're sensitive
want,
about.
like what they desire,
Correct. Yes.
and like
Right,
and pretty
right.
much almost promised it to them.
But Yennefer's wasn't like
It
that.
was a baby.
Yes, it
Yennefer's was like, what did it
She
promise
wants to
her?
have a baby. That's like her main mission in life, is to switch that around.
Oh, I see.
And deep down, she's like, with Geralt. Like, is she with Geralt? You know.
Right, and the other girl wants to be.
No, I'm saying at the end when they were
taking
actually
over
talking.
the planet, so that's why she's saying you gotta go
Right.
live with men, and probably all the elves are gonna have to die or something like that. But then,
That's what I don't get. Like,
I guess. Oh, but she'll let her baby live, help her baby live, so it'll be the first pure blood elf
In a
born
long time.
in like centuries,
Oh,
Yeah.
decades.
which should
I think
give
that's-
it a ton of power.
Yeah.
Well, it's mainly just so they can start populating it. You know.
Right.
Yeah, but still, if everybody's like a diluted version of like a pure elf, like obviously the power's not pure either.
Yeah.
She's pretty powerful herself. I'm a little confused about what's her name? Francine?
Fringilla.
Frangilla. What did she want? What did they offer her? Like Emperor of the Nilfgaard?
No. I think they were just asking her if you were, like, what would you request? You know.
It seemed like she was like going to take over.
No, she was. All she did was create a pact with the elves to join, like, to possibly join. The only reason I don't understand that though is like.
No, when she was talking to the demon, I mean.
I know.
Yeah.
But she was bringing up like you can get an ally, like a group of allies, but they might not be humans. Is what she said to her.
Yeah.
Which obviously
The elves, yeah.
Right.
And or monsters.
Right. However
Maybe.
it plays out.
Because there's clearly intelligent monsters. Geralt's found them before.
Yeah, but then they're not monsters in his eyes, at least.
Right.
He doesn't kill anything with intelligence.
Right. True.
For the most part.
But they're still, I guess.
With good moral, you know, if he could tell something has a good character, then he won't.
Like that one from the first episode. Like that kind of was intelligent, but like at the same time it wasn't. Like
what, the boar? Or the girl?
The girl. Because you could have a conversation with her,
She wasn't intelligent because she was, but she wasn't able to control her
That's what the problem
urges,
is, I
which
think.
is the problem, right?
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, that's exactly what happens in the book too.
Right.
Like they go, she can't
She
resist
just
the
can't
urges.
control it.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. And she slaughtered the whole
village.
That's too much.
That's what I was wondering in that episode too. I was like, I feel like he has to do it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he kind of has to kill her, right?
This thing's a problem.
You can't just let him keep doing this.
Right.
And then I'm excited to see Ciri start training finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be cool. She seems like she's already developing an attitude, though. So, like, I'm a little nervous about that.
She's supposed to be like 14, like 13, 14. You know what I mean?
No, I think she's older than that at this point. I don't know how long it's been since she left Centra to now.
I thought it was 12. I thought it was 12 years since it was the Lord, since he called the Lord of Surprise. So I thought she was supposed to be like 12. But then, well, he said it had only been a couple days.
No, it was longer than that. She was at least 14 or 15.
I think she's supposed to be like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
All right.
She might even be like 17.
Well, since she left Sintra, remember her timeline was
probably been close to a
2
year.
weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah, no, her timeline of like her being in the woods before she found Geralt was 2 weeks. So
we
this
don't
is
know how long
probably a
they've been.
month later, max.
We don't know how long it took him to travel all the way up to the north, you know?
Yeah, but those bodies were still smoking. So like it was
bodies?
the bodies when he first went up to
No, we don't know after he left talking to.
Oh, how long
to
it took to get to
get to wherever he went.
Right,
you know?
right.
Not less than a year.
Right, she's still probably, yeah.
It's probably a couple months.
Well, and it's still the winter time. Like it's still, you know what
You
I mean?
never know with that, because you remember they went in the rainforest and there was no snow at all. Not
No,
the
but
rainforest, they went to that
no, but
forest.
he said when they got to where the Witchers are, they like come back for the winter. Like they like cheersed and said.
Yeah.
So I think that they're gonna like spend the winter there, basically like training her.
Yeah.
And they went to the boar's house because there was like a storm. So, I would gather it's like the beginning of winter at this point, and it's gonna take us throughout the winter.
It's a good point to end on.
Thank you.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.